Is it possible to improve a doweling aid, which is the absolute big seller for 20 years? Yes, this is possible. And after intensive tests, a completely newly designed Dowel Master was developed by Wolfcraft, which is even more simple and convenient in usage than its predecessor. The new Dowel Master has a convenient 2K handle and an adjustable stop usable without tools. This stop can be displaced in a twinkling of an eye, or it can also be quickly removed depending on the application. A supporting surface prevents effectively tilting of the Dowel Master and allows a secure positioning of the working piece. Printed pictograms and dyed lines explain directly on the tool the use of the Dowel Master. Remodeled center bolts and extra large drilling bushes for drills of 6, 8 and 10 mm provide for absolutely vertical dowel holes, which are always exactly in the middle of the edge. For this purpose, boards up to a thickness of 30 mm are firmly clamped between the center bolts. The DIYer can quickly and precisely make all important wood connections with the new Dowel Master. Corner connections for cupboards, shelves and cases of all kinds. T-butt connections, for example for fixed intermediate bottoms. Edge-to-edge connections, which can be used for example with doors and picture frames. We would like to show you by means of a small shelf how easy these wood connections can be made with the new Dowel Master. Before you start doweling, all boards should be marked at first, so that they cannot be mixed up. For this, firstly you place the two side walls together and mark a triangle on the leading edge. You do the same with the bottom, intermediate bottom and top. With this so-called carpenter triangle, the positions of the wood pieces are definitely determined. For our shelf we use an 18 mm thick pine laminated wood. For this wood thickness the 8 mm dowel suits best. This dowel has a length of 40 mm plus 2 mm space for glue. So that the glue does not come out on the other side of the wood surface, you have to adjust two different drilling depths, 28 mm for the edge butt and 14 mm for the wood surface. These drilling depths can be adjusted exactly with the depth stop. Put the drill in the 8 mm drill bushing and put the depth stop on the drill. Adjust the desired projecting length and afterwards locate the depth stop in position. As we need two different drilling depths, a second drill with depth stop is a good and quick help. It does not matter which connection you would like to make, please always start with the drilling of the edge butt. For this you clamp the boards firmly between the center bolts and please pay attention to the guides in the Dowel Master. Afterwards please put the drill in the drilling bush and then you switch on the cordless screwdriver. Please pay attention that you always slightly move the drill forwards and backwards. This facilitates the ejection of splints and the drill does not become so quickly blunt. If you have drilled all edge butts, the next step is to glue the dowels. Only like this, the Dowel Master can copy the counter holes with the aid of guide groove to the other board. Please unscrew the fixing bolt and draw back the stop a little bit for adjusting the stop of the Dowel Master on the dowel at the edge butt. Put the Dowel Master with the 8 mm drilling bush on the dowel and move the stop firmly against the board. Then fix it again with the fixing bolt. Finally, you place the top of the shelf flat on the side of the shelf. Afterwards, you place the Dowel Master on the side of the shelf and move the top until it lies against the stop of the Dowel Master. Please mark this place with a pencil and draw the top a little bit back. Then please clamp both boards with clamps on the workbench. Now, please put the dowel master with the 8mm guide groove over the dowel until the stop hits against the lower edge of the board and drill afterwards the 2 drill holes. But please pay attention that the drilling depth must be only 14mm this time. Please check now the connection by sticking both boards together without glue. Only at the making of T-butt connections the dowel master is used without stop. For all other works it can rest assembled on the dowel master. Afterwards, please draw with an angle the middle of the intermediate bottom on the side walls. Please clamp the bottom 40mm from this marking on the sidewall. Afterwards, you once again put the dowel master with the 8mm guide groove over the dowel until it lies against the bottom edge. Please drill afterwards the 2 holes with the cordless screwdriver. If all dowel holes are drilled, then the whole shelf can be stuck together without glue so that the connections can be checked. Later, a little bit of wood glue is put in the dowel holes and on the wood edges. The whole workpiece is fixed with clamps for 1 to 2 hours until the glue has set. Also, edge-to-edge connections can be made quickly and extremely precisely with the new dowel master. But also here, likewise to corner and T-butt connections, at first a board has to be fit frontally with dowels. Following, the 2 boards are fixed with clamps and are clamped together in the workbench. Afterwards, please put the dowel master with the 8mm drilling bush on the dowel. Then move the stop firmly against the board side and fix it again with a fixing bolt. Take the dowel master out once again and put it from the other board side again on the dowel with the 8mm guide groove. Afterwards, you stick the drill in the drilling bush and drill the 2 dowel holes. Finally, you test the connection again by sticking together both boards without glue. The new Dowel Master offers in its compact form and easy handling everything you need for woodworking and the making of well-fitting dowel connections. A modern design made out of a solid shockproof 2K plastics, a rubber handle and newly designed center bolts which enable the highest power transfer, long metal bushes which guarantee a precise working result, an adjustable stop without any tools, big supporting surfaces, as well as guides and pictograms which support the appliance. The new Dowel Master by Wolfcraft is a must for every DIYer and therefore should not be missing in any workshop.